Gary with Gary Dobbs Consulting here. All right, let's take a look at how you're going to get appointments online, right? Because when people are visiting your website, you don't want to bog them down with too much information, but you want to create a valuable offer and some value to them so that they can get one of their problems solved, right? And now, how are you going to take that? How are you going to take that concept, be able to get them into scheduled appointments with you? So here at my company, first of all, the branding we talk about is we're always going back and forth with story and process, and how that relates to the client's businesses with what we work. So I try to identify very clearly what that means. Now, people might have questions about that, but from a branding perspective, we are about uh, customer relationship management systems, and to us that means telling a story through processes. All right. So if we take a look, for example, at like this page, right? A traditional website's not going to look like this, but this is going to help because we're going to just identify a problem and have the client when a person visits the website, they're not looking at a bunch of toolbar information, like side stuff on this, other information on the side, like you don't want a big busy website with all kinds of information. It's just confusing. They don't know what option to take. You're giving them too many choices. So instead, you want to you want to give them the choice to take, right? And gives you the opportunity to speak well to the target market that you're helping. So, for example, here, I'm just taking, for example, with clients that I target, how to get appointments online for particular markets that I serve is a big problem for them, right? They might have other prospecting ways that they're reaching out and cold calling and getting people on appointments that way, but not when it comes to looking at their website or looking at their profiles, right? So you could go over and visit my profile here on LinkedIn and see what kind of information we have in there. So if I were to just click this down, you can see in the bio, in the about section, talk a bit about who I am, add a little bit of flair, some style messaging of mine, and start talking about specifically what it is I do, which is a CRM architect, and I specialize in the customer relationship management. And what that means to you in running your business online is engaging with people, which you want to generate interest, right? You want to close deals from that interest, and you want to support people as customers. Um, and a and a CRM on the back end is going to help you do that. So I go through in here and talk a bit more about the segments and aspects of what a customer relationship management system is and what it means to your business. Um, and you want to have your CRM tied in with your website. That's why we're talking about a website here, because people are going to come see an offer. They might want to reach out and contact. So there's a contact form here at the bottom, right? And this video here is uh, what you're watching now. It's demonstrating how to get appointments online with people. And the method here that you want to take away is solve a major problem for your target market on your website, right? Just just do that. If you could do that on the home page, you're gonna have a higher likelihood of engaging with those website visitors, creating some rapport, getting your branding out there, and even getting them to reach out and schedule an appointment with you, even on the first bat, right? So you clicked on it and you watched this video, and you're watching this video now, right? Um, and on other profiles, you're going to go and look up a person online, get a little information from them, and a lot of times we use LinkedIn for that or other social channels. Now on the back end, the way this helps you is by without missing people online is we need to get information about their visits, right? And a good CRM system like this is going to do that. So I can click on a list here. I can group people, for example, in this. And here's just a list I'm pulling up for example, so we don't give away any personal information. But as you can see here, they're scored. There's lead scores to here. We can segment these contacts, basically looking at when the contacts were created or when something was updated. Maybe want to look at a group of people and the last time I contacted them. So let's just say it's in the last, let's go ahead and just say it's in the last 14 days. Now, this is looking through my entire system. I came up with there's 22 people that were contacted in the CRM in the last 14 days, right? So there's lots of ways you could segment the list, but on the back end, that's how you're going to help try to serve these people. But you want to create a clear process for these people when they're visiting you online, and clear identity of what problem you can solve for them. So there's no confusion and nothing for them to figure out, right? And on the back end, there's lots of ways we can segment the contacts. So when you're thinking about your operations, right, and what are your procedures for your sales, your marketing, and your service functions? And that's what that's what I dial in here at my consulting company, is those service functions as relate to the customer records, right? And that's in your CRM system. And you can handle lead generation, your lead nurturing, lead management, contact management, how you segment them, which I just demonstrated briefly, and email prospecting, right? Or what are your follow-up sequences to people? Like when somebody engages with you, how are you going to follow up with them, right? Because we have lots of channels and lots of ways people can reach out to us through our business. So we need to account for those and have follow-up procedures for all that, so that we don't miss any opportunities with people. So go ahead and reach out. Let me know if you have any questions about that. But there's a lot more value that you can see here, and you can actually get your contact management dialed in with our services, and have a more sound customer relationship management system from end to end for your sales, your marketing, and your service, so that you're providing more value to your customers as well. All right. Thank you for viewing, and we'll talk to you soon.